So both USC basketball teams played last night.
Yeah, they're both seeming to still be rolling. Last year, they both were the longest in the country together. One school had men's and women's undefeated for a while. They're both still rolling, and it's great to see that. Third-ranked Lady Gamecocks made a statement last weekend when they dominated then number 4 Louisville, and last night they had another big road test in Austin, taking on the number 14 Texas Longhorns. We pick it up in the middle of the first quarter. Bianca Cuevas more drives and feeds Aja Wilson underneath. She gets the bucket and the foul. Wilson had a career-high 31 points and earned her first double-double of the season. Tie game in the third now, and Kayla Davis changes that, showing off her range with 2 big threes in less than a minute. Freezes the defender very nicely here, and South Carolina pulls away from Texas late to win 76-67. The Gamecocks are now 6-0 and will head to Cameron Indoor Stadium this Sunday to face Duke. The men's team is also still undefeated after beating Vermont last night 68-50. P.J. Dozier led the Gamecocks with his own career high of 21 points, but it was freshman Mike Koetzer who made the biggest impression on head coach Frank Martin. Martin said the team didn't have the right mindset going into the game, but that the young Koetzer, who scored 12 in the second half, responded well to halftime criticism.
I'm real proud of Mike Koetzer. You know, it's the first time all year where I'm not in a very good mood on the sideline, and I'm not very nice in the locker room at halftime. And Mike didn't pout. I had some guys pout today. Mike wasn't one of them. Mike went out and played his tail off in the second half.
The 20th ranked Gamecocks will also be back in action on Sunday as they host Florida International at 2. South Carolina football is, of course, waiting for Sunday to find out its bowl game. Meanwhile, Clemson is trying to return to the college football playoff, which would be all but guaranteed if they win the ACC championship tomorrow night. They will face the Virginia Tech Hokies, who are ranked 23rd. That game is in Orlando. This is the third ever ACC championship between Clemson and Tech. They've split the previous 2. But the Hokies are just 1-29 all-time against top 5 teams. Kickoff is at 8 on ABC. When you think of Carolina sports, football and baseball usually come to mind. But what about hockey? Our reporter Shannon O'Connell went on the ice with one of USC's forgotten teams.
Shannon O'Connell, Carolina News.
USC's next home game is tomorrow at 4 against UNC Wilmington. Tickets are $4 for students with a Carolina card. And if you can't make it to the Plex, you can tune in to an online radio-style call of the game on the Capital City Sports Network run by Student Gamecock Television. You'll find it at youtube.com/SGTV@USC. It's the last game of the semester for Gamecock hockey, but the team season will continue in January with more home games coming up. So a great weekend for South Carolina sports overall, and I don't know about you, but I'm very excited to find out that bowl bid on Sunday.